Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information with a video on the 2023 Ford Super Duty. So I did a video just the other day on some of the different changes and some things you need to keep in mind when it comes to ordering your 2023 Super Duty. In this video, we're going to talk about what we call our complete guide video on the XL trim. So very dedicated video to just this trim. We're going to cover all the standard equipment as well as the different packages and standalone options that are available in this video. So if you like videos like this or like to stay up to date on the different Ford product information and news updates, then you might like to be subscribed to our channel. So hit the red subscribe button down below so you can get subscribed over to our channel. Hit the notification bell. That way you can stay notified next time we have another video upload to our channel. So in this video, it's going to be a very long video. We're going to use timestamps we'll have down below. So chapters and such, you can move around on this video, whether you're on a mobile or you're on a desktop. And you can you can move around on this video all you need to, make it a resource for you. If you're looking to get an XL trim, wanting to know some different information, what's standard, maybe you want to just see what's in those different packages and such like that, then you can click along on those timestamps. So use those down below for your resource. So, but we are going to completely cover everything. We'll first start with the standard equipment, and we'll break that out even into different parts, starting with our mechanical features. We're going to start off by talking about some mechanical features first. And to do this, we're going to actually go to Ford's website. So let's go ahead and show you my screen here. Because the building price is already up to date and online. Some of you have been looking, know this already. But you can go, of course, to get to this off of Ford's website, Ford.com. Or if you want to, this is shop.ford.com. But go to Ford.com and you just go to trucks and vans. And you're going to see 23 Super Duty building price, and it'll bring you up to this page here. And pretty easy. If you watch that other video, kind of showed you how you can configure and narrow down what you're looking for, because some features are available depending on your configuration. Like there's some packages that are available only for single rear wheel, so you need to make sure you note that and you can kind of see that. So if there's something you don't see, we'll let you know that. As we go through this, we'll kind of brief you on that. But to kind of start off, we are talking about the XL trim. So we're just going to hit F250, because F250s and F350 single rear wheels pretty much are the same. But we'll go in here just to start this. And most people are going to put in like maybe a crew cab, maybe on the XL. You might pick regular cab and such, but we're just going to do this just for simplification here. So once you narrow these down, you'll notice it gives you 6 available trims. We're going to click on the XL trim. Starts at $47,760, as you can see there, for a crew cab. You can see your colors here. They will, of course, vary based on possibly regular cab versus different engines and that kind of thing. Really just depends on those, so I'm not going to cover the colors too much. We might get into that here a little bit later, but first let's talk about some mechanical features. Now remember, this is available on the XL trim in a regular cab, a super cab, and a crew cab. So we're seeing the crew cab version in this video here to kind of give us some reference. On the XL trim is the only trim that's available in the 2-wheel drive. Once you go on up to the XLT and above, it's only available in 4x4, but on the XL, it's available in 2-wheel drive or 4x4. Standard engine for the F250 and F350 is going to be a 6.8 liter 2-valve V8 gas engine. So actually go down to the powertrains here so you can kind of see this as we talk about this. So that's your standard engine here. You can see you can upgrade to the other engines if you want to. They're optional. We'll get into optional equipment later. And then, of course, you do have the 6.7 liter Power Stroke diesel engine. I believe that is going to be standard on your when you go to the dualies. So there you go. It kind of shows you right there available. Of course, it is available for you if you want to. It is going to be standard on the XL F450s, but it is also going to be optional for even the 350s. So there you go, and 250s. So that's going to be those available. Transmission will be a torque shift 10-speed automatic transmission on either the gas or the diesel engine. Of course, they are a little bit different transmissions based on the diesel versus the gas, but they will be a torque shift 10-speed automatic transmission either way. You will get selectable drive modes. You're going to have the normal mode, eco mode, slippery mode, and tow haul mode. So you will also get, of course, power steering. You'll get a standard will be 160 amp alternator for you. Of course, there are some options for upgrades, as we'll talk about when we get to optional equipment. For your front axles, your F250s and F350s 2-wheel drives will come with a twin I-beam front axle with coilover springs, suspension, and on your 4x4s will be a mono beam axle with the coil spring suspension, and your F450s will be a monobeam front axle with coil springs as well. Rear axles will be a non-limb slip for the F250s and F350s. And of course, we'll talk about the different ratios really depending on the configuration of those. And then the F450s will come in with the 430 limited slip axle as standard equipment. For batteries, your gas engines will get a 750 or a 78 amp there, I should say, single battery. Diesels will come with the dual battery standard, the 68 amp for each of those. For your fuel tanks, this is where it could get a little confusing. Let's talk about the gas engines first. 34 gallon on your gas engines on everything other than the 176-inch wheelbase. That would be your crew cab, long bed. Your 48 gallon for all your gases with that 176-inch wheelbase, which would be again crew cab, long bed. Now for your diesels, 29 gallon fuel tank or fuel tank there for the 142-inch wheelbase or 148-inch wheelbase. And then 34 gallon for your diesels on the 160-inch wheelbase and 164-inch wheelbase. And then, of course, just like with the gas engine, 48 gallon for that crew cab long beds, 176-inch wheelbase. Of course, shocks are going to be a heavy-duty gas shock, front stabilizer bar as well, hill start assist, traction control, and of course roll stability control too. That's all your mechanical features for you. Of course, we'll talk about the exterior styling in just a second. First, let's talk about some safety features that are standard, and then we'll get into that. I won't spend too much time talking about safety features. Of course, most of this is standard about any vehicle anymore, and then we'll get into the exterior styling. But just to kind of make sure for those that really want to know, here's what some of the safety features are. And again, if you want to click and skip this part, there is a timestamp down below for your front exterior features if you want to go on up to that. So for safety, you will have a dual stage front airbag for the driver and front passenger. Deploys a bit different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. Also side impact airbags that deploy from the side of the seats if you have that side collision. And you'll also have safe side curtain airbags as well with a rollover sensor, so you know when the vehicle rolls over, deploys those, protect you hopefully from breaking glass coming into the cab. Also, you're going to have advanced track with roll stability control. The whole point on that is to try to keep you on your intended path. Uses a series of brakes around the vehicle to keep you going. If you're going that curve maybe too fast, maybe it's slick outside, that kind of thing, it'll help keep you going on your intended path. Also, you do have the latch system. So lower anchors and tethers for children. So you have the tether straps there and positions for those in the rear seat. So if you have a super cab or crew cab, then you are going to have those in the rear seats. Also, you're going to have it in the front passenger seat too, the outbounded seat as well for those that have a regular cab. So, and I believe that's even the case in the super cab and super crew as well, or the crew cab, I should say. Used to the F-150 videos. We also have the secure lock passive anti-theft system. Basically means that coded key is the only one that can start the vehicle. So it's going to, when you turn it off, pull the key out, it's going to go ahead and lock the steering column. So only that coded key can unlock it and allow for the steering column and for you to start it. SOS post-crash alert system as well. Honks the horns, flashes lights if you're in an accident off the side of the road. And you also get 911 assist if you have your Bluetooth enabled phone connected, so that, and you have it enabled, so that way you can call 911 directly, and that way it helps protect you. If you cannot get to your phone and such, it sees that there's a collision, it'll actually ask if you need to call 911 and help you assist you in that. So those are all our safety features. Again, didn't want to cover too many, but let's go ahead and get into the exterior styling now. All right, as we talk about exterior styling, we'll start with this image here that we had before. And so to kind of see what that looks like. Now your grille, you can see upgraded grille for this year. A lot of different, of course, feature upgrades for this and this different distinct styling. So nice grille for the XL. It is a molded in black front grille. As you can see with the Ford oval there on the front. You will have quad beam halogen headlights with the dual effect standard equipment on your XL with auto headlight features. So it means it'll come on automatic when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light, when you have the headlight in the auto setting on the control there. Also, your front bumper is going to be black as well. So black painted front, probably steel bumper up there. It doesn't actually say. You'll have your air dam down below as well to help that too for aerodynamics and such. Front tow hooks as well up here. So even two-wheel drives will have the front tow hooks, and you will have the, of course, for your dualies, we'll have the roof markers or clearance lights on the top as well as standard equipment. So depends on, of course, single rear wheel will not have that. That's going to be standard on your dualies. You can add it. We'll talk about optional equipment in a little bit. Moving around over here to the side of the vehicle, you're going to see the wheels. So the single rear wheel, like you're seeing here, will be a 17-inch argent painted steel wheel with the painted hub and your center ornaments as well. So that's what you're going to see there. You will also, for your dualies, you're going to get a 17-inch argent is what they're calling it, painted steel wheel. Hub cover and center ornament are not included with the dualies. And your F450 will be a 19.5-inch forged polished alloy wheel for the front wheel, and on the back outside wheel, that inside will be a steel wheel. And then also a bright hub center cover and center ornament as well goes along with that. You will get a manual locking front hub for your 4x4s. So it does actually look like that is on here. So do we have, no, we do have 2-wheel drive. So 4x4, see how that might change that look. I don't know if they'll update. Yeah, they didn't change the look of there. So that is probably for the 4x4s and only giving that image there. 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS. Also tire pressure monitoring system for single rear wheel as well as F350 dualies. You will also have manual telescoping and folding trailer tow mirrors. So you'll see here that is standard on this. Also, they're going to be power heated glass. You'll have a blind spot mirror, so a little bit angled mirror, so you can see the vehicles in the blind spot a little bit better. And you can see on this one, turn signal indicator on the outside as well for the mirror. The door handles are going to be molded in black as well here. Yeah, remote keyless entry, so you can unlock and lock it from a distance. You also had the 4x4s. You can see we'll have the decal on there. Actually, can we, let me go back up here to the exterior where we can actually view. There we go, 4x4 decal back here on the back. Solar tinted glass as well on that back glass. And I believe even if it's on these crew cabs, going to be those back glasses too. On the back of the cab, you will have the center high mounted stoplight with some cab lights back there. You'll have those two. You'll have, of course, moldings on the top rails as well as on the top of the tailgate back there, molded in black here with the door handle too there. Of course, Ford emblem back here. Looks like a rear view camera is positioned up there on the top of that tailgate. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm looking at there. There you go. The back bumpers are going to be the molded in black, or the black painted, I should say, steel bumpers. You will see the upgrades for this year. For 2023, we do have the little foothold there on the cab, between the cab and the rear wheel. Sorry, get my words out. And also on the back bumper too. So I kind of went to what Chevy's doing on the back bumper, but they've also included and added the one up here. So if you have things in the front of that bed, then you can still get to them and access them that way. Get back to my notes here because I kind of got off my notes. Rear view camera as well. I did mention that already. Tow package with the 7-pin and 4-pin wiring is going to come with this. You will get the 2.5-inch built Ford Tough trailer hitch receiver. Those with the F350 dualies, gas and diesel engines, and the F450s will get the 3-inch built Ford Tough trailer hitch receiver. Trailer sway control as well, trailer brake controller. Of course, don't forget spare tire and wheel that's going to be up underneath. And you're going to get 4 tie downs inside the bed as well. So I think we covered all the exterior features. Let's go ahead and move inside and talk about some of the interior features now. So talking about the interior features, we will have scuff plates here on the front. You can't really see it here, but on the front doors, regular cab, super cab, crew cab, whatever, they're going to have front scuff plates on it. Also, you're going to have vinyl flooring as standard equipment on the XL. For your seats, heavy-duty vinyl seats as standard equipment, 40-20-40 split bench seat here on the front, whether you have regular cab, super cab, or crew cab. You can see there it does fold down with cup holders in the top up there. And does not mention any kind of compartment inside, but it does look like the image shows it, so I'm not sure which is accurate there. You will have a driver will have manual lumbar on their seats. Super cab version will have a 60-40 flip fold up bench seat, which means the seat cushion can fold up if you need to. Crew cab will have that, as well as the rear seat back here can fold down. So we'll also have 3 head restraints for the crew cab version too. Now, let me talk about the jack for a second. Usually that should be located behind the seat there. For the F250s and F350 single rear wheel, you will have a 3-ton mechanical jack. For the F450s and F350 dualies, you will have a 4-ton hydraulic jack. So I'm going to make sure you knew what you had there. For your windows, power windows on one touch up and down for the front windows, whether you have a regular cab, super cab, or super crew. Power windows for the super cab and super crew versions. And you're going to get power locks as well that comes with this. Move this view here so you can see that. There we go. Tilt and telescoping steering wheel that'll be manually adjusted on the XL. You will have the steering wheel itself will be a black urethane with redundant audio controls and controls for your productivity screen. You can see there 4.2-inch productivity screen. Also have cruise control on the right side of the steering wheel too. Standard equipment even on the XL. You will have electronic shift on the fly for the 4x4s, and kind of see it in this image down in here. So you're going to see it right down in there. I believe that might be your drive mode switch. Actually, let me, do we have a 360 degree? There we go. They don't have the 360 view set up yet. So this is your dial down here. Can you see what I'm seeing? Okay, there you can see my cursor. So you can see the drive mode switch there, and then that's your 4x4 shift on the fly around that as well. You should have a 2 high, 4 high, and a 4 low on there for you to be able to switch to. Your air conditioning is a single zone manual climate control for your AC and heat down there. You also, for your stereo, will have AM/FM stereo with MP3 player with 4 speakers in the vehicle. Sync 4 is standard equipment for the Super Duty now. 8-inch touchscreens, also standard equipment. Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, which will be wireless for you as part of the Sync 4. Bluetooth connectivity. You also have the digital owner's manual as well, and that nice big touchscreen right there. The rear view mirror, again, I can't move up because they don't have the 360 view yet, so you're going to have to bear with me. You will have a day-night mirror. It's a 11.5 inch. Is actually giving us the number there for the rear view mirror. Overhead console will be a dual storage bin with map lights. Also, your visors, again, not seeing it here, but you'll have a vinyl visor for the driver and front passenger. Driver will get a pocket on the back part of that. Passenger will get an uncovered mirror if you want to flip that down and be able to see and put on your makeup or whatever. Right. Also, instrument panel will come with a PowerPoint, so it's going to be located over here. So you get a PowerPoint there showing 2 USB ports as well right there. Not showing that in the order guide. Did not kind of preface that, but and then it looks like there's some USB ports down here as well. So I'm not sure on that, but didn't mention USB ports, but you should have some. A USB type A and C, it looks like, in there, and maybe even some over there, and a PowerPoint as well. So it looks like maybe 2 PowerPoints. So that's what we're showing there as an image. And don't forget, also, you'll have the FordPass Connect that allows you to stay connected to your vehicle using the FordPass app. Free app you download, connect your vehicle in there. You can make and receive, or you can unlock and lock your vehicle from anywhere, remote start your vehicle, schedule remote start times, even see the fuel pressure on your tires, gas as well, where it's located, all that through that free app that you can download. So that's all of our standard equipment for the interior. All right, let's talk about a few other things to cover here in a way of what's standard and some different options when it comes to some of the powertrain features. And first, we're going to start with colors and such. So the colors, as you can see, that are available for you, you do have a gate black that is available, race red, and a gate black is metallic color, race red, Oxford white. We do have, I believe that's stone gray metallic. We have a conic silver metallic. There you go, antimatter blue metallic. And we have carbonized gray metallic. All those are no extra cost color. You don't have to worry about that. All those are available. So those are your color choices for this year. Interior color, if we go to interior, you can see is going to be that medium dark slate interior only option for you, whether you go, even if you go with other upgraded packages, that's the one interior color we have. Now, moving on back up here, of course, we mentioned earlier that the 6.8 liter gas engine is going to be the standard engine when it comes to the F250s and F350s, and the F450 dually will become standard in the 6.7 liter right there. But you can, of course, upgrade any of these engines by go ahead and selecting them as optional. So those are your optional engines for you that are available. I will tell you on the 7.3 liter, if you do select to go with that, does require you to go to the STX Appearance Package, which also gives you the cloth seats. So it's going to see it's a little bit more than the $1,700 because you have to add that STX Appearance Package. So otherwise, you have to stay with that engine. But you should be able to select, like in this case, the 6.7 liter if you want to, does upgrade you, or the high output, which is new for this year, V8 engine, diesel engine. And I'm not going to go over the specs on that. There's plenty of articles out there and other YouTube videos when it comes to performance and some of those numbers and everything. We'll let you look for those on your own, but we're just going to cover some of the facts in here. Again, remember the drivetrain available in 2-wheel drive or 4x4. And then you'll notice the transmissions. So the 6.8 liter, that's the gas torque shift transmission. For your 6.8 liter, all the other transmission or engines will come with this other upgraded transmission with the selectable drive modes. Talk about your gear ratios for a second, and I'll kind of try to get this broken out of what's standard, but you can see the options that are available for you on those. So, of course, standard, something in my nose there. Standard on your diesel engines is the 331 non-limited slip. So it's not showing it selected here because we do not have the diesel engine selected. But if we choose the diesel engines, it will give us that as the standard gear ratio. You can see here, this is the 373 because this does have is a 6.8 liter engine. Also on the F250s, it's going to be standard on the 7.3 liter engine as well. And then if we, of course, the F350 single rear wheel, pretty similar to the F250 in that the diesels are going to come standard with a 331 non-limited slip, as well as 373 non-limited slip for the V8, the 6.8 liter. But if you do go with the 7.3 liter gas engine on the F350 single rear wheel, it'll come with the electronic locking 373, which is a great addition for you there. Now, for the F350 dualies, it's going to come standard in the 355 for your F350 dualies. Non-limited slip for both the diesel engines. The 6.8 liter will come standard in the 331 electronic locking differential. And then on the 7.3 liter gas engine for your F350 dually, it's going to come standard in the limited slip 373 axle. Now, talk about the F450s. Of course, there comes standard in the diesel, so no matter which diesel engine you go with, you're going to go with the limited slip 430 gear ratio for that. So, wanted to make sure I covered that in here, and then we'll get into this packages. So, let's dive into some of these packages now. So, let's talk about some of the wheel options before we get into the different packages and some tire configurations. You know, tires kind of go along with those, but let's kind of talk about these just a little bit. Now, we did talk about, and we're going to break it down by the configuration. So F250s and F350 single rear wheel, typically all have the same options. We already talked about standard equipment is a 17-inch argent painted steel wheels with the painted hub covers and center ornaments. For both of those are going to be standard, but I will kind of preference that too. F350 single rear wheel with regular cab only will come with an 18-inch argent painted steel wheel with the hub covers and center ornaments. So that is only on the F350 single wheel regular cabs. The super cabs and crew cabs will come with that, but you can't upgrade as optional equipment. You can upgrade to the 18-inch on the F350 single rear wheels. The other option for you is, of course, we'll talk about a different package and what wheel you get. So really, the optional wheels that we see here are actually a part of a package. So we won't cover those right now. Now on the F350 dualies, though, we did talk about you get that 17-inch argent painted steel wheel. Of course, the center, the hub cover, and the center ornaments are not included on the F350 dually as standard equipment. Now, again, there is a package that includes a different wheel upgrade, and then another optional wheel is a 17-inch forged polished alloy wheel with the bright hub covers and center ornaments. So just so you know, that is an option for you without having to go to a package on the F350 dually. And then on the F450, the standard wheel we talked about earlier is the only option for you on those. So there's all of our wheels. Tires kind of go along with that. Of course, they're going to come standard with an all-season tire as standard equipment on that wheel. You can, as an optional equipment, get an all-terrain tire that goes along with that. And one of these probably, if you start clicking along, will let you know that. And then, of course, a certain tire that's going to go along with the different packages when you go with those wheels. Also, of course, different tire, an all-season tire that comes along with that F350 single rear wheel. If you go with that, the regular cab, it'll have its own course because of different size, but it will be an all-season tire as well. And then, of course, options when you go up to those other Other ones, optional upgrade for you if you other than the 142-inch wheelbase, you can upgrade to a different tire for those that have that different packages as part of that 17S package. So anyway, we'll get into those different packages here in a little bit and what wheels and tires come along with that when we get to those packages. But I want to cover what is standard on those and what's available. Now, I will tell you that the you will get a BSW traction tire on the dually, or on the F450, I should say, that's going to come along with that. So those are some options. Always can upgrade to a all-terrain tire when you need to there. Okay, let's start with this XL Driver Assist package. I'm not going to actually go in order of how they are on the screen. I'll get them all covered, but we'll go from in the way that I had them. But the XL Driver Assistance package is $730, and this package includes the automatic high beams, pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking, and forward collision warning. This is a new package for this year. I thought, on some of the vehicles like F-150s, it's actually standard equipment, but it's its own package for this year on the XL. Will be included on the XLT and such, but on the XL it will be a standalone option, or a package, I should say. So auto high beams are going to turn those on when it's dark enough outside. If you're in the city lights or a car approaches you, it's going to automatically turn them off. Feature you can activate and deactivate in your lighting section of your vehicle settings screen. Pre-collision assist without the N, with the automatic emergency braking and the forward collision warning. So this, if the car going much slower than you, you're not braking, you're going to end up hitting them. It's going to use that forward collision warning to alert you and let you know that. Series of tones, also a message on the dash showing you that you need to stop. Preloads those brakes so that when you hit those brakes, it's going to brake the vehicle even more with the automatic emergency braking system there. So great feature to have. Might be something you want to add. Again, it's new for this year, according to the order guide here, but that's a package you can add to your XL truck. All right, next package I want to talk about is we'll go on down here to the XL Chrome package. So this package is something you can add. I like to click on the little eyes, gives us information. Now the XL Chrome package here is, of course, optional on the XL, not available on the other, and not available with the STX Appearance Package. But does include, as you can see there, the box link system, which gives you tie-down lockable cleats that are with the brackets to go in the bed itself. 4 different locations. Also does give you the bright chrome hub covers and center ornaments for your wheels. Also does give you the chrome front and rear step bumpers, and it also gives you the halogen fog lights. So kind of upgrades it, gives it a little more chrome on the vehicle. It does not upgrade your wheels to chrome. Keep that in mind, but it does upgrade everything else to kind of give you some chrome accents for you, so it doesn't look so plain on the vehicle. Again, it's $225 for that package, and it's available on the XL. So now let's talk about another appearance package. It's very popular in XL, and this is the STX Appearance Package. It is $51.15 because it gives you a lot more than just appearance. As you can see there, it does upgrade it quite a bit. This is available on the XL. It does require the F250 or the F350 4x4 single rear wheel. So just keep that in mind. It does require that. So you don't, on the 250 can be 2-wheel drive or 4x4, but on the F350 it has to be 4x4 and it has to be single rear wheel. So keep that in mind. Again, not available with the Chrome Appearance Package, makes sense. But this includes a bunch of features in this package, and so we'll just kind of read through those. So you're going to get the 360-degree camera package, giving you cameras all around the vehicle underneath each of those side view mirrors on the front and emblem as well as in the back, so you can see completely around the vehicle. Gives you the automatic high beams. So if you get this package, not compatible probably with the XL Driver Assistance Package because it's included. You'll notice pre-collision assistance also included down there, but this time with the end. So, like to poke fun a little bit at Ford when they miss things like that. But also you get the secure code keyless entry keypad on the door. So on the side of the door, it'll have that keypad so you can lock it that way and get into the vehicle if you need to. Also, you get the Bliss with cross traffic alert and the Bliss with trailer coverage. So love this feature as being included in this package. So blind spot information system, there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to alert you and let you know that, but by putting a light in the corner of that mirror. Also includes the blind spot of your trailer if you have a trailer connected. And then cross traffic alert means if you're backing up, someone crosses right behind you, it alerts you as well. This time with a series of tones that you need not back up, and then also shows you on the productivity screen which side they're coming from. Reverse brake assist. So as you're backing up, also comes along with the reverse sensing system, as you can see there. So as you're backing up, it's going to alert you if you get too close to anything. And then if you don't hit the brakes, it's going to use the brake assist to brake the vehicle, kind of like pre-collision assist will on the front. You also get upgraded to the F250s with the 10K GVWR package. So that's a nice upgrade as well with this. The box link system, we talked about that as well as part of the chrome package. Also included in this one, giving you the lockable cleats and the brackets inside the bed. You also get LED box lighting, so it'll light up the bed. So there's a light on both sides. You use the button in the back, it's going to light up the box, help you load it up at nighttime and such. Body colored front and rear bumpers. You're going to see that with this in here. It looks like it's antimatter blue. So body colored front and rear bumpers really dresses this up. You're making it to where it almost doesn't even look like an XL anymore, giving you those body colored front and rear bumpers. LED center high mounted stoplight with center. So it's LED instead of halogen on those. So upgrades it. Upgrades your interior. Your seats are now, instead of vinyl, cloth, 40-20-40 split bench seat with an armrest. Cup holders as well. So that image earlier did not show that. Not only have storage in there, but you also have the cup holders and the storage. Storage was the one that I was thinking of. Manual lumbar on the driver's side seat only. Also get the floor covering is going to go to carpet with the floor mats. LED fog lights, as you can see there. You have LED fog lights as well, and LED reflector headlights as well. Big deal there. And you also do get the painted grille on the front, so pretty cool there. And the STX fender vent badge over here on the side. You'll notice this year they're longer, so that's pretty cool, letting as much air in and out as it can there. Upgraded interior door panels, and you're going to see the upgraded wheel. 18-inch ebony black painted alloy wheel with the all-terrain tires that go along with it for your 4x4s. And then you'll notice down there too, some other, it says available package variations. This is where when you go to this package, you can upgrade to the 7.3 liter Godzilla gas engine. You can also upgrade and give you the 20-inch dark carbonized gray painted wheels along with this. So, but it does require to have this package for that wheel. Gives it, of course, the tire that goes along with the 20-inch wheel. And then you can also upgrade to the platform running boards. So those are all, when it says available variants, those are actually, you have to add that to the package price already for that. So there you go. That's available. So again, this is a pretty cool package to have. Really almost dresses it up to going to an X to, let me go ahead and click that package here. Where's it at? Right there. So when you add this, it really, as you can see, watch how it just really changes the look of that truck when it adds this package on there. Or it doesn't. So still working on some of these glitches, I guess, on this system here. It doesn't upgrade the look, but it should upgrade the look on the front. So again, probably the website's not up to date on that, but does give you a nice look, as you can see with this here. But very popular package. We see it ordered on a lot of our XL trucks that we see around here. Now we're going to talk about a new package for this year in the XL Off Road Package. So it's $1,000 for this package here. And let's go through what this gives you. Some nice upgrades. Of course, it does say they're available in the XL 4x4 single rear wheel. So whether it be an F250 or an F350, it does require a 4x4. Upgrades you to the 33-inch off-road tires. So nice all-terrain tires there, that nice big tires. Also upgrades giving you water fording vent tubes, transfer case and axle there, electronic locking rear differentials, skid plates to help protect underneath the transfer case and fuel tanks, as you can see there. Unique front air dam that increases the approach angles so for you. So it's going to be a shorter air dam under there, so that way you can have a better approach and angle there for you. Of course, this is not available with the STX Appearance Package, so keep that in mind. But this is a nice upgrade if you're going to go off-road. Know you need that. You don't have to go clear on up to XLT to go to the FX4 Appearance Package or the FX4 package. If you just need some great off-road capabilities, add this package to your vehicle. Pretty cool package to have. So the rest of the packages, there's several packages available on multiple trim levels. And so far we've talked about packages that are just dedicated to the XL, but the rest of these packages we're going to talk about next are actually available in different trim levels. So actually in each of those videos, I kind of tell you which different trims and configurations they're available with for those different trims. So check the rest of these videos out in sequence. Let's talk about the FX4 Off Road Package. And this package is available in pretty much all of the different trim levels. It does require the 4x4 though for you. And kind of some other requirements here. It does also require the all-terrain tires on the F250 and F350. And on the F450, you can see a different tire configuration there as well. And then also does require the electronic locking differential on the single wheel and limited slip axle on the dually. So you'll need to make sure you select those when you select the FX4 package. So the package includes the hill descent control, which helps you out, again, coming down from different hills. You know, if you're off-road and such, it's very nice to have that. You also get the off-road specifically tuned front and rear shock absorbers to handle the up and down, the terrain that you're going to have there. They'll be hold up a lot better having those off-road tuned front and rear shocks. Also get front skid plates for the transfer case and fuel tanks to kind of protect them from any kind of punctures and such. And you're going to also get the unique FX4 off-road box decal as well. So again, this package $495 should be about the same price on all the different trim levels, and it's available for you. Let's talk about the 360-degree camera package. As you see there, this package is standard on the Lariat, King Ranch Platinum and Limited, is available on the XL and XLT. So this does require on the XL the driver assistance package as well. So this in here is going to give you the 360-degree camera, so you can see completely around the vehicle. As you can see in the left over in that picture right there, you can see all the way around you. Also, you're going to get one bigger view for the front or backup camera there. Also, you can see here, it does mention the trailer 360 camera capabilities and the wiring for that as well. So part of job 2 is going to be having to be able to do the 360-degree view of the trailer itself. New technology for this year that's being introduced into the Super Duty. So if you're wanting that capability, that is a job 2. So it'll be available in spring. So you will make sure if you want that, you can configure your vehicle, add this to it, but it won't be available until with that feature until job 2. So you want to make sure your dealership leaves that as a priority 99 so it does not be looked at for scheduling if you really want this part of this package. If you don't care about that, then go ahead and add this package, and then it just won't have those capabilities. So keep that in mind. Also, you do have the Bliss with cross traffic alert and the Bliss with the trailer coverage. So basically, it's going to monitor the blind spot of the vehicle. So if there's a vehicle in your blind spot, it's put to light in the corner of that mirror, unless you know it's not safe to go in the lane at that time. Also, if you have a trailer, it's going to monitor the blind spot of the trailer. And then also you do have the cross traffic alert. So if you're backing up, someone crossed your path behind you, it's going to alert you as well. Putting that light in the corner of that mirror, message on there, and a series of tones that it's not safe to back up. Also, you get the rear parking sensors with reverse sensing with brake assist. So as you're backing up, it's going to alert you if you get close to anything. And if you don't stop, don't pay attention, it's going to brake the vehicle for you. And also upgrades the center high mounted stoplight to an LED on the back of that cab back there. So again, this package $1150 does require, don't forget, does require a couple things. Depends on what different configuration you have. Now let's talk about the tow technology package. Now this package is standard on the King Ranch Platinum and Limited, but it's available on the XL, XLT, and the Lariat trims. And on the XL and XLT does require to have the 360-degree camera package, which is optional. And on the XL also requires the driver assistance package too. So keep that in mind for those. Now, what's included in this package? Now, you do get the lane keeping assist on this package for most of your trims. You will see here the XL 2-wheel drives, it's not included. Now, let me talk about the lane keeping assist before I tell you which ones are not included here. So lane keeping assist will actually help you keep you in your lane. And will also give you a driver alert feature. Now, there is lane departure warning that you see down there that's available only XL there, and that's going to, as you leave your lane, it's going to alert you and let you know you left your lane by vibrating the steering wheel. The assist actually keeps you in your lane. So on the XL 2-wheel drives, that part of it is not available, as well as an XL, XLT, and Lariat 4x4s with a regular cab and the Super Cab short bed and the dually. The Super Cab dualies. So the feature will not be available on those configurations. You also get the Pro Trailer Backup Assist. You see in that picture there where he's using the dial, he basically controls the trailer itself. and then the steering wheel takes care of everything. Trailer reverse guidance, also it's going to alert you, and it's going to let you see the side of the trailer as you're backing up the trailer, so you can see on both sides of that a little bit closer view, so you can kind of see exactly what's going on over there. A $925 for this package, and again is available for you. So now let's talk about the Snowplow Prep Package. Now this is available in about all of your trims. Does require to have 4x4 to get this, and this includes some pretty cool features. So you'll get the computer selected spring for the snowplow application. So again, these are people that plan to put that snowplow on the front. It does upgrade those springs and such for a snowplow. Also upgrades your alternator. So 190 amp alternator for your 6.8 liter gas and your 7.3 liter gas engines, and 250 amp alternator for your 6.7 liter diesel engines. Also does give you the rapid heat supplemental cab heater for your diesel engines. And as you can see down there, if you want to upgrade on those gas engines, you can upgrade to the 250 amp like you see on the diesels as well. Now keep also in mind that this package is not available with your heavy service front suspension package or your trimmer off-road package, but it's available for you especially if you plan to have a snowplow on the front. That's a great package for you to add. Now let's talk about the camper package. This package is available in the XL, XLT, and Lariat. Also available on the King Ranch and Platinum dualies. So on those two vehicles, that's kind of how it's separated out, if just kind of help you understand that a little bit better. Now this also is not available with the single rear wheel 4x4, just so you know that on the vehicle. So just keep that in mind too, with that configuration there. Also not available with the 20-inch wheel and tires, and not available with the FX4 Off Road Package or the Trimmer Off Road Package, because both of those are single rear wheel 4x4s, right? Makes sense. All right, now for this, what's included in this, you're getting upgraded extra heavy duty front springs for the two-wheel drive. So 2-up upgrade above the springs that have been computer selected based on other selected options. Also on the 4x4s, you're going to get the heavy duty front springs, a 1-up upgrade on those spring above what's already selected. So keep that in mind. Also rear auxiliary springs on the F250 only, and because those are standard on the F350, and also rear stabilizer bar on the single rear wheels. So just keep that in mind as well. So two-wheel drive, like basically XL, gets a rear stabilizer bar. So you also get a slide-in camper certification as well. So this is basically meant for those that want to put a camper in the back of it. $160 for that if you want to add it. You will notice that sometimes they might actually tell you that it's a good idea to add this package because of getting the upgraded front springs with it. So just keep that in mind if you see that notification or them recommending you to add this package. All right, let's talk about the snowplow and camper package together. This is a package available on the XL, XLT, Lariat, and King Ranch dually. So that means it's basically available on the XL, XLT, Lariat single and dually, but on the King Ranch only as part of the snowplow package and the camper package both. So if you watch the last two clips, you got this part. So it does give you the computer selected springs for the snowplow application for putting the snowplow on there. Also does upgrade your alternator, 190 amp alternator for your gas engines, and 240 or 250 amp, I should say, alternator for the diesel engines. Also gives you auxiliary, the rear auxiliary springs, rear stabilizer bars as well. Also gives you the slide-in camper certification, and it upgrades your front springs up one upgrade for that as well, giving you upgraded springs. And do keep in mind, just like with the other packages, it's not available with the trimmer off-road package or the heavy service front suspension package or your 20-inch wheels. So again, this package, if you're wanting kind of, hey, I want the snowplow and the camper, well, they have their own package. Kind of saves you a little bit of money there. $305 for this package. Now let's talk about the heavy service front suspension package. Now this package is available on all of your different trims, and what it's going to do is it's going to upgrade your front springs on the vehicle. So, you know, similar to what you did see in the snowplow prep package, which is the reason why it's not compatible with that. You get the upgraded front springs, and it's not also available with the trimmer off-road package. And the whole goal behind this is to upgrade those front springs if you plan to put, you know, like a heavy-duty winch on the front or brush guard or something like that. You know, you can upgrade it a little bit, upgrade that front suspension for you. So again, available on any of your trims. Now let's talk about the F250 10K GVWR package. Now this is standard on the Lariat King Ranch, Platinum, and Limited, but is available as optional equipment on the XL and XLT. And just like you'd expect, it does upgrade the payload back there to giving you an increase in the GVWR for heavy payload. So that is something that you might want to, upgrade $100. It looks like there to add that up there. So on your F250s, upgrade the GVWR package. You want to make sure that they add this to your build. Now let's talk about a F350 gas heavy duty payload package. As you can tell, only available on the F350, only available in regular cab, and only available in the XL trim. And of course, it does not include, not available with the 4x4, by the way. So it would also include, you have the F2 or the two-wheel drive. So that's why you can see it's only available on the XL here. So it does upgrade the payload for the truck on those gas engines. So if you have the 6.8 liter gas with the 373 non-limb slip axle, that's going to be what required for the single rear wheel. But on the dually, you'll need to go up to the 430 limited slip final drive ratio. So that's required. And what you're going to get on this one is it's going to upgrade the front seats, giving you a 40 console or mini console 40 front seat. So when I say mini console, it's not the full console. It's going to be just kind of a tray at the bottom down there. So very small one. So a lot of people get confused by that. It's not the full console. It's just a little tray in a sense under the in between those seats. Also, you're going to get the 17-inch forged polished alloy wheels. You can see there the dualies, well, the inner wheels will still be steel on those. Just so you know that. But this is another way to upgrade the payload for your F350s, especially in this case, again, just available on the XL, regular cab, F350s for you. Also only available on the two-wheel drive. Now let's talk about for your F250s, this F250 high capacity axle upgrade package, available in the XL, XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum. So pretty much all of them but the Limited. And does require you to have one of the two diesel engines, whether it be the standard diesel that we've been seeing or the new high output power stroke diesel engine. Requires one of those two engines. Now this is going to upgrade, as you can see there, it does give you the 11.6-inch axle upgrade. Also does give you the F250 greater than 10K GVW package. So you're going to get all the features already included in that package, and increases your GVWR up to 11,400 pounds. So again, this is a nice little package to have. Really upgrades your payload capacity in a sense, and some axle ratio upgrades too. So really nice how that works. So real nice package. So that might be something you might want to think about adding to your F250s. There is another package that I can't get it to come up on the build and price here, because I think maybe, I don't know if it's new for this year. Yeah, it is new for this year, it looks like. So maybe that's why it's not pulling up, but it does require a couple things. Now, this is available. It's the F450 40,000 pound Gooseneck tow package. So if you're really wanting to go all out in here, this does require to be an F450 available on regular cab as well. Also requires two-wheel drive, the XL trim, and it does require the 6.7 high output diesel engine. So it does available, of course, upgrades to all those. So again, 450 regular cab XL, two-wheel drive with a high output diesel engine. Even when I select everything, it's still not showing as an option for a package. On build and price, it is available. Now this is going to include and give you the 40 mini console 40. Just like I mentioned the last one, that mini console is not really a big console. It's basically a tray between those two seats. It's going to give you the spare tire delete. Also going to give you the wheel center cap delete as well, and does give you the unique conventional trailer hitch. So this is a nice upgrade for you. If you want to go to 40,000 pounds gooseneck trailer towing, add this package to your F450. Another package I want to talk about is the fifth wheel gooseneck hitch prep package. Can't get this in the pull up on the build and price either. Now this package here is available it's standard on the Limited and standard on your F450s, but is optional on your XL, XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, and Platinum. Trims if you want to add this package to them. Just so you know, not available with your bed mat or your drop-in bed liner for you. So what's going to be included in this? You're going to get 5 pickup bed attachment points for plugs, or with plugs, I should say. So you're going to have attachments. So this is going to basically be ready to go. If you want to put a fifth wheel in it or a gooseneck, you're going to have that capability. So it's going to have 4 holes in a sense pre-drilled for you to be able to put the fifth wheel hitch in there, and also a center one for your gooseneck and for your hooks, for those hooks there, and also it's going to give you the wiring in the bed. So you're going to get all that in there, 7-pin wiring already attached to the sidewall there, and this really allows you to upgrade. So now it does not include, so this is a prep package, does not include the fifth wheel hitch, and does not include the gooseneck hitch. So you'll have to add those as optional equipment, but you'll need to have this package included too as well. So keep that in mind. This really kind of upgrades it, allows you to be able to do to pull and haul more. And again, you can upgrade with the Reese fifth wheel hitch kit that's available, and the gooseneck hitch that's available. So you'll definitely want to make sure you check that out and check out all the different capabilities and the numbers for you if you're wanting to add this package to your truck. So let's start talking about some different options for you. So these are standalone options, and we're going to go back to the build and price here and go through these. Now, first, let's talk about the exterior options for you. Of course, running boards. So on the XL trim, you can get the platform running boards 445 added to your truck, and so that's available for you. So I'm going to actually check these off as we go through them, just in case, to make sure the build and prices, everything updated. Now, some of these features, I'm not going to cover accessories in or on the vehicle of some things you can get later. So just keep in mind, if I'm not mentioning, it's something that I would encourage you not to worry about putting on your build, just because it's going to hold up your build, and it's things you can get through Ford Accessories. Half of them install yourself. If you're running an F-250, you're probably very capable of adding a lot of these things to your truck yourself. Like these, these toolboxes and such, you can get those through Ford Accessories later, splash guards, and you can put them on yourself or have the dealership put them on if you want to. Now, the tailgate step is something you'd want to get from the factory. $375 gives you the tailgate step and the handle. So that's something that you can add, is optional for you. So you can definitely get that added to your build. Moving on down, pickup box covers. Again, I would encourage you to leave those off your builds, get them done later. I won't hold up your build that way. Has been a major constraint item, because that stuff has to be put on after the truck is built. So it goes off site. So you get time getting it off site, getting in line with the others, and then getting it put on, and then come back. And there's a lot of time invested there, and someone else has to put it on and get, again, they can only do so many. Drop-in bed liner is something, again, it's, you can get later. Should not hold up your builds too much. A lot of the drop-in liners are holding up builds because it can be installed quicker. Now, the tough bed spraying liner is something you probably should maybe think about getting aftermarket if you can, but is also something that's typically been holding up a lot of builds. Bed mat, again, accessory. The privacy glass on the back. I actually don't have that listed on my list here. So privacy glass is something you could add to the vehicle. Yeah, I don't see it on my list, so I'm not sure if that's actually part of something else. I think it's actually part and included, maybe in something available on XL. Then it comes with the power sliding rear window. So there you go, power sliding rear window option. Get you the rear defrost in the back. It does show 405 when I click on it. So there you go. So you have that. So, I clicked on the wrong one. Privacy glass fixed. It does say standard on the Super Duty XLT. Doesn't mention the XL, and is not listed on my order guide, so I don't think that's going to be available. Power sliding rear window. Looks like it's listed on here. Available on the XL there. And make sure I check that off. Yeah, there it is. Power sliding rear window. So that's available for you. Does require a Super Cab or Super Crew configuration, though, by the way, on that one there. So you do see rear defrost window. Again, that's not listed in here. I think it's all going that is not available. You have to go XLT to get that. Not sure why it's showing in here, because it's not available on the XL, looks like, on the order guide. So it does actually say defrost with fixed in privacy glass. It does say privacy glass is standard on XLT, and then it says XL requires privacy glass. So, but then I'm not showing privacy glass on here. So I don't believe for this year it's available, and I think they kind of pulled that information from the order guide from last year. Wheel well liner, also something you can get later if you want to, but you can add it in here. It's considered an accessory. You can get front and rear. You do have the retractable bedside step. So it's $330, but you really have the step on the side already. So not sure if you really want to add that. I think it actually goes back here on the back. So you can add that. And again, that's something you could probably add later if you wanted to. I'm not actually seeing it on my build area here. We already talked about the Gooseneck hitch prep kit, because I actually talked about with packages. It's down here in the options. And then you do have the Gooseneck hitch kit. So this is where I was telling you need that gooseneck prep package to get, but you can get the gooseneck hitch kit that gives you the gooseneck balls and the capability for the chains and everything. You do have this performance winch up here as well. Again, that's aftermarket. You can add that later. Engine block heater. That's something I'd want to probably get from the factory if you're thinking about getting it. $100 if you want to add that to your vehicle. Keep that thing warmed up in the wintertime. So let me check that off here. There you go. So you have that as an option and available for you. So also moving on down, you get the remote start system. Remote start is a standalone option. Don't think it'll hold up your builds. It's $250 if you want to add that to your vehicle, and you can put that on there. So that is also something that can be done. So that'd probably be a factory installed option if you want. You can get it afterwards, but it would be a different kind of key fob system than if you want it on the remote itself. PTO. So if you want the transmission power takeoff provision 280, and you can add that. That is something you definitely would want to get from the factory if you want to add that to your build. So go ahead and have the dealership add it for you. The exterior backup alarm. See that more for fleet than anything, but you can get to where it sounds as you're backing up. Construction sites and such, that because is very important and can be a great thing that is afforded and listed under Ford accessories, but it's something you probably would want to get from the factory if you want to get that added. Now let's talk about the alternators for a second. You can upgrade to a 190 amp alternator. Let me get my notes here because actually let's go and just click on these and tell you. So it says standard on Super Duty XL, XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, Platinum gas engines, and available on the other engine. So if you want to upgrade as well, you can upgrade to this instead of the 160 amp alternator. Also, you do have the 250 amp alternator. It actually costs a little more, and that is available for you on either the two gas engines. You can upgrade to 250 amp as well. You do have the 410 amp dual alternator, 115 for that. Does upgrade that, available on the XL, XLT, and the Lariat trim. Amp dual alternator, as you can see, so it gives you a 250 and a 160 there if you want to go that route. Let me mark those off because we talked about all three of those. So you know that. And then also you do have the LED, where are we at here? 360 degree. Okay, you do have these little beacons. So if you want the strobe beacons, I'll show you what those look like. Click on the eye. So you can see that there's one that comes with the two amber ones, or you can get one with amber and one white, as you can see with this one here. Again, a lot of construction sites like to use these and other different jobs and such. That is one of those accessories. Probably want to add that to your build from the factory. Should not hold up your builds. The LED roof marker clearance lights. We know this is standard on your dualies, but also is available on your single rear wheel F250 and F350s if you want. $95 if you want to add that to your vehicle. It shouldn't hold up your build, and definitely would want to make sure you get that from the factory instead of trying to add that later. So there you go. LED box lighting is also something that's a standalone option. Doesn't show an image of that, but it does include the LED center high mounted stoplight as well, and gives you the LED in the back of the bed, so that way it lights up that bed. Again, available in the XL and XLT, standard on Lariat, King Ranch, Platinum, and Limited, and also included in the Sport Appearance Package. So those are exterior upgrades that you might think about getting. There's some interior. I just want to make sure I got all the exterior covered here to kind of go over, because there are a couple things that are new for this year. So let me talk about those for a second, because they are not showing on here. And one of them is the Pro Power Onboard. If you want a 2 kilowatt Pro Power on board, does require the dual battery, which I was going to talk about next, but does require the dual battery, but you can get 2 kilowatt Pro Power on board, and that gives you the outlet in the bed. Also gives you an extra outlet in the cab as well. So just keep that in mind. So on the XL, it's available on the F250s and F350s. And just kind of read my notes here, but does... yeah, you do have to upgrade and get the dual battery as well there. Now, which brings me to the next thing, the dual battery. Dual battery is also an option for you, and it does give you dual batteries. Included in the diesel engines already, but on your gas and your 7.3 and gas engine, it's available, but does require you to also get the 410 amp alternator, dual alternator as well. Or, again, just like we just talked about, or you can actually add the Pro Power on board, and it does the same thing. So that's available as well. I think that's all your extra. Now, there's one other thing that's new for this year as well, and that is the Ford Pro Upfit Integration System. So if you are, a Ford Pro dealer, if you're a fleet, if you're a fleet there and you want to get some upgrades, you can actually integrate some pretty cool features into the system, and that is new for this year. So that's something else that can be added to the vehicle and is optional for you on the XL trim. Now let's talk about your interior options, and a couple things I already talked about actually are listed under interior options because they were actually under functional for me earlier. But so we already talked about some of those. So there's not a lot of interior options to kind of go over here. One of them is you can upgrade to, instead of the vinyl 40-20-40 split bench seat, you can get the cloth 40-20-40 bench seat. So just click on that, and that gives you that. So a little bit different configuration there, but you can upgrade to the cloth. Something else that's listed here, and I cannot find it on the build and price here, and it doesn't list in here that's specific to only a certain cab or configuration, and that is if you want the mini console. So whether you have the vinyl or the cloth seat, you can get a 40 mini console 40 if you want. And again, the mini console is kind of like a little tray in a sense. So don't be fooled by that. It is not a full console. It is a mini console. So that is available as well. Not showing on the build and price, but should be available for you. Moving on down, we do have the dual battery. Talked about that already. We do have the 400 watt outlet. So that gives you can see an outlet on the back of the it's actually showing a console here, so it's going to give you an outlet there in the back. $175. Let me click on this eye and see if it gives us any notes here. It doesn't mention, so it does kind of give you some specific of where that's located. It says one outlet is located on the instrument panel. Instrument panel is on the dash kind of for all cabs, and one on the back of the rear if you get the flow through console on the Super Cab and Super Crew configurations. So again, this, I don't know if you get the mini console, if that'll be included back there or not, but more than likely just get one inside the cab. So you can get the 400 watt outlet as available for you. The Pro Power on board we talked about already. Interior work surface. So this is kind of new this year for the Super Duty. Kind of see an image of it over there. It does require the 40-20-40 split bench seats. So not available with the mini console, of course. So that's what it's going to look like. So it does is available there. It does say all trims, but some trims you cannot get the 40-20-40. So, but that is available for you, again, new for this year. So pretty cool if you want to get that. You also do get the upfitter switches. So if you want to upgrade with those two upfitter switches, gives you those 6 upfitter. So you click on this, you kind of see it goes on overhead console. So there you go, available in XL, XLT, and Lariat trims. It does say it's included in standard on the King Ranch Platinum Limited, included in Lariat Ultimate Package. But on the XL, you can get it as an optional equipment for you. So there you go, kind of power different. You can power different things, extra fog lights, snow plows, that kind of stuff, and wire those in if you want those. A couple other things to note that's not the rapid, probably because of what configuration I have. The rapid heat supplemental cab heater is also optional for you. It does say available on all trims. So there you go. It raises the cabin air temperature until the Power Stroke diesel engine gets warmed up. So this helps out. Probably the reason it's showing is not selectable there is that it probably requires me to select the diesel engine, and that's why you need that, because it does require the diesel engines to get that equipment there. Think we've got everything else covered here on the interior features. So that's all of our interior features. So there you go. That's all of our standard equipment, different packages, a lot of packages that we covered, as well as standalone options available for the XL trim. Hopefully this did help you out. Again, I didn't cover a lot about talking some different accessories because I recommend you leave those off of your builds. But really it's up to you how long you want to take to get your truck. And a couple things also to note and think about. So the XL trim is one of the few trims that will be available at job 1, which means it's going to be available at the launch. But there are a couple different features as I mentioned as we went throughout. That is a job 2, which means if you want those features, you'll need to make sure your dealership goes in, submits your order, since those features can't be selected or aren't available as part of that tech package. Then you're going to want to make sure that they put your order and change it from a priority 10 to 19 to a priority 99, which means it won't be looked at for scheduling. And then when job 2 comes out and those options become available, then you can go into your order, add those options, or if that package then starts to become available with that equipment, then change that Party 99 down to a 10 to 19 and resubmit it, and then it'll be available for a job 2 build, which is going to look to be about spring of 2023. So want to make sure everybody knows about that. So again, hopefully you did enjoy this. This is where normally I'd say, hey, you can, if you want to work with us, then we do different things, different great offers that we have and what we're pricing. But right now we're not taking any extra Super Duty orders. This is really a video that I want to give out and get knowledge for everybody else that is putting in an order with their local dealer. So hopefully you find a good local dealer that's honoring MSRP pricing and has a good dealer fee and doesn't add a lot of extra added fees on there. So be looking around, look on the different Super Duty groups on Facebook and forums if you're trying to find a good local dealer to where you're at that you can work with. We're going to be pretty much maxed out. All of our local business owners, farmers, ranchers depend on us. We're the #1 Super Duty dealer in Kansas, and for that reason, we are maxed out for how many allocations we'll get for this year. And this is a short run year, so definitely get your orders in as soon as possible so that you can get the build that you're wanting. So hopefully this video helped you out. If it did, smash that like button. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube here. Hit that red subscribe button down below so you can subscribe over to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you get notified next time we have another video uploaded to our YouTube channel. And don't forget, you can find us on social media. We're at Law McArthur on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. There's my Linktree account. If you want to follow me on the different social media platforms I'm on, starting to try to do some TikTok videos, so we'll see how that goes. But you can follow me, and that should be on there as well if you want to kind of follow me on the different social media sites. Other than that, until the next video, we're working our way through the Super Duties. We'll see you later. Have a great day.